All right, move right along. Our third match of the day. And I believe we take a brief detour into Division 3 now with Grace and Victory Christian. We've seen Grace quite a few times in this tournament from North Carolina, the Lions. And our first look at Victory Christian out of Valparaiso, Indiana, right down the road from me, about an hour from where I live.
Do they get brownie points for that?
Yes. Yes, they do. Although they are from Indiana, so I'll cut them a little bit of slack.
They play in the South Shore Christian Conference there in Valparaiso, Indiana, and they won the championship this year.
I couldn't figure out if they were in the same conference with Calumet or not. I know Calumet's not very far from Valpo, but couldn't remember that or not. So serve from that back line, now sent to the far side. Tipped across by Carlson, now back to Grace, and Jordan Davey with the kill and a 1-0 lead. South Shores. I think that's the conference that Families of Faith is in, right down the street from my house. That deflected out of bounds, and now a 2-0 lead. Again, can't be 100% sure, but I think it might be. I know I've seen their basketball team quite a few times. So this now played to the far side, sent across. Wow, that's a nice hit from that back row by Madison Bailey. And a 2-1 lead for Grace.
Coming in for Victory, number 20, Lauren Knapp.
Ellie Smith will get set to serve here. Serve here. Played now back near side. Put across by Davey. Set in the middle, and a kill for Jess Holbrook, and we're tied at 2.
This is the first time for this Victory team to be in the NACA tournament.
Serve there, played back to Cross, who lets it fly. Now set in the middle, and we've got a lift called on Jess Holbrook, so a 3-2 lead for Grace, and Lauren Klepper to serve. Played now far side, set to the middle, put across there, and return back into the net, so a 4-2 lead. Do you have a 6 for Grace?
For Grace, yes. Jamie Ostendart.
Somehow I did not get that written down. I'll have to write that down here in a second. Let's set across by Bailey, and now Grace will play it. Ostendorf, she'll hit it out of bounds. So 4-3 the lead for Grace. Serve upcoming here. That's an interesting approach to a serve from Madison Bailey. That hit out of bounds by Leighton Huber. And it's a 5-3 lead for Grace. And Jamie Ostendart to serve. Sent back near side. Now Grace will play it again. Middle of the floor. That's hit deep by Moldenauer. And that's dumped right back across. And bumped over there by Davey. Middle of the floor, tipped into the net by Leighton Huber. And it's 6-3.
Want to encourage people to recommend NACAsports.org for viewing of this tournament. Tell your friends and family about it.
Yeah, try to get a little bit of a plug, put it out there on Facebook or what have you, whatever type of social media you're on. Share it with your friends and family. That will fall in, and now a 7-3 lead for the Lions.
And Twitter account is NACA Sports.
So Jamie Ostendorp with the serve. On the outside it goes for Huber. Played back across on the near side by Davey. And that blocked up front by Davey again. Just bumped across. Now good block at the net by Leighton Huber. And that's 7-4.
Coming in for victory, Michaela Huber.
So now Gabby Carlson to serve. And now up front. Set to the near side, put across there by Moldenhauer. And bumped over, played there by Emily Wilson. Now Wilson to try it for the far side. That's blocked. They try to dig it out, could not. And it's 7-5. Gabby Carlson to serve again. A nice serve. Returned on one hit by Klepper. Now back up front, left it for Moldenhauer, and that was partially deflected. Huber had a block, but it fell in on the Lions side of the net, and that's 7-6, Chris. So Gabby Carlson serve, played that back line by Moldenhauer. Sent across by Klepper. Middle of the floor, another kill. This one for Leighton Huber, and we're tied at 7. So Gabby Carlson's serve, played by Moldenhauer, bounced off the top of the net, still alive here. Moldenhauer and the legal hit on Emily Wilson, so it's 8-7 victory.
Good evenly matched game here.
Serve from Carlson. Taken now far side by Wilson, back to the middle, tipping it into the net was Jordan Davey, and it's 9-7. So victory surges out into the lead a little bit here. It's returned on one hit, played now by Carlson. Set back near side, good hit there from Knapp. Now Moldenhauer. Dug out back row by Bailey. Sent across by Huber, returned on one hit. He's going to set it over this time. And put across by Klepper. Outside it goes, and a kill for Michaela Huber. And it's a 10-7 lead for victory.
What do you know interesting about Valparaiso, Indiana there? Right?
Okay. About Valpo. I've only been there, believe it or not, I've only been there a couple of times. There's an ace served out by Gabby Carlson. Of course, that's the home of Valparaiso University, which is not very big student-wise, but we have a timeout here to Grace as they trailed 11-7 in Game 1. But if you remember back a number of years ago, a coach named Homer Drew, and I believe Bryce Drew was his son at the time, made a run in the NCAA tournament for Valpo, and they've had a very strong basketball team for quite a few years. Not a very big university, but pretty strong Division I basketball program. Other than that, Valparaiso, I don't really know a whole lot. I've been through there a couple of times, but I haven't really had any big need to go there.
I went a few years to school there west of Valparaiso, and really the only reason why I went to Valparaiso was to go to the gun shop. So had a great sport and gun store. Very few things other than firearms in it, but I was in law enforcement while I was there. So
well, there you go.
It was a
Moldenhauer out of the timeout gets a kill, and it's 11-8 the lead now for Victory Christian. I've spent more time in West Lafayette, south of there, down where Purdue University and all that is. Spent some time in Lafayette on and off. Unfortunately, they're not from Lafayette, so like, really tying that in is kind of rough.
not going to help us.
And that bumps it out of bounds, so 11-9, the lead for Victory Christian. Good time out for the Lions, too. They've kind of regrouped a little bit. Jordan Davey with the serve. That's an ace, and now 11-10.
Found out today that Clearwater's Christian College is taking a look at Jordan Davey there for possible opportunities in volleyball. The warm weather of
I was going to say,
Clearwater, Florida.
If you like the water, you like the beach, that's the place to be. They're basically on their own island.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it the first time I went down there. I hit out of bounds. It's now 12-10 Victory Christian, and checking in is Leighton Huber. Look at that. I jumped the gun again.
No, you caught it. I missed it.
Actually, I think I announced the wrong one. Anyway, it's tipped across and down. Good job from Leighton. I believe it might have been Alexis Seymour actually checked in, but she'll be serving anyway. The Seymour serve played in that back line now up front to Wilson, and she hits it into the net. So a 13-10 lead, making now 14-10 for Victory Christian. Serve now tracked down by Wilson. They can't quite clear the net, and it's 15-10. Yeah, Clearwater, for people that haven't been there, you'd almost never know that school is there because it's kind of off that bridge or the causeway or whatever, and it's kind of tucked back off into like a little side street, and they're kind of on their own out there. That serve in the net, it's 15-11.
You know, the assistant director here at NACA, Keith Champion, that was his last coaching position, Clearwater Christian University.
Serve here, not played to the outside. Put across by Michaela Huber. Dumped over now by Moldenhauer. Michaela again, partially blocked up front by Klepper. Now she'll tip it over and down. And it's 15-12 Victory. That serve out of bounds, making it 16-12. Back up.
Coming into the game, number 11 for Victory, Jess Holbrook.
Almost did it again. Came real close to doing it again. Klepper, near side. Couple of shots at it here for Edmondson. Won't fall. And that one will from Jess Holbrook. And it's 17-12. Leighton Huber with the serve. Play now over to Edmondson, who will bump it across. In the middle, and another kill for Holbrook. And it's 18-12.
Wow. Jess Holbrook really had some heat on that one.
Serve by Huber, out of bounds. Make it 18-13 Victory.
Coming in for Grace, number 8, Becca Greenlaw.
And also back in for Victory is Madison Bailey. The libero thing kind of gets... By the way, I've heard it pronounced libero and libero, but I just go with libero. And Madison Bailey checks in. Those are a little bit different. They don't follow the normal substitution rules with those players. Outside, that hit into the net by Michaela Huber, and it's 18-14. Serve upcoming here. Taken back deep. Now tracked down and dumped over by Carlson. Back near side. Tipped across there by Edmondson. Now Victory Christian will play it again. And nice play that time by Ellie Smith to just kind of find the open spot on the floor. And it's 19-14 Victory. Back to serve for Victory is Kayla Paulicki, who just comes in and goes right to that serving duty. Yeah, bump back near side. Set across there by Greenlaw. Tracked down, sent over now by Davey. Set to the outside. That will fall out of bounds, but after it was blocked up front, and the kill for Gabby Carlson, it's 20-14 Victory.
Almost thought Gabby ran off the bench to get that one. The way her position she was playing was so far off the line there.
Paulicki's serve now played back to the near side, and a little bit short of the net. It's 21-14 Victory. Serve here from Paulicki. Tracked down far side by Klepper, back in the middle, and set across there by Edmondson. In the middle. Tipped across by Holbrook, and nobody goes for it for Victory, so it'll be 21-15. Serve now by Edmondson is out of bounds, making it 22-15.
Coming in for Victory, number 20, that's Lauren Knapp.
Ellie Smith serve, taken back to up front, and hitting the net is Jess Holbrook, making it 22-16. Klepper's serve. Now played far side, tipped across there by Carlson, back in the middle. Good hit from Greenlaw. Outside, that's blocked, but then returned out of bounds by Emily Wilson. And a 23-16 lead.
Number 12, Leighton Huber coming in for Victory.
Serve out of bounds.
Coming in for the Lions, number 6, Jamie Ostendart.
She will serve here with her team trailing 23-17. Victory Christian will set it up to the outside, just across the net and down by Leighton Huber. And it's 24-17, and now game point and timeout to Grace.
Don't forget, if you would, to mention to your friends, follow NACA Sports on Twitter, as well as maybe send a text message or call someone and let them know that NACAsports.org is the place to find live streaming. Of course, you watching and listening to this game would know that. Help your friends and family to discover the opportunity to see this tournament live via the internet.
Yep, and the other nice thing about that too is even if they can't see it live, if they're at work or, they're not going to be home till later tonight or whatever and they want to watch the game, then come back and watch them all on demand there too. Any game you want to pick through the entire tournament that's in this particular gym will all be there. You can come back and check it out. So if they have parents at work or friends or family who won't be home till later, they can still check out the game when they get in tonight. So the serve by Gabby Carlson, played up front, tipped across there by Wilson, and now Victory Christian to play it. That's put over by Lauren Knapp. And set to the outside, put across by Michaela Huber. Let's see if Victory Christian can set it up again, tipped across and down, and that'll do it. Game 1 to Victory Christian, 25-17. Take a break, come back with Game 2 of this best-of-3 match in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. All right, we're back. Game 2. Best-of-3 match. Grace will serve. Make that Victory Christian will serve first. Victory took Game 1, 25-17. This is Ellie Smith to serve for Victory Christian. Adds in, and an ace makes it 1-0. So Victory starts off where they left off last game. By the way, I'll give you one guess as to what their mascot is. That's out of bounds.
Oh, I didn't look, so I don't have the foggiest idea.
Take a stab at it. What's been the most prolific name at this tournament so far?
Oh, Lions.
Ding, ding, ding. Under the net and a 3-0 lead now for Victory Christian.
We have a bunch of hungry Lions at this tournament.
Because I was referring to Grace as the Lions, and I hadn't really looked too much at the mascot for Victory Christian. They're also the Lions. I don't think I've ever seen that many Lions names at one tournament before. There's another ace and now a 4-0 lead. And Ellie Smith on a roll here to start game 2. And let's see if Grace can get it together here as it dumped across by Smith. Now a chance for Grace to the other side to hit into the net by McKinley Edmondson, and it's 5-0.
They were ready, had a double block prepared for that one if it made it across.
Smith serve here, a little deep, played there by Moldenauer. Now she'll try to clear it, and does. Set to the near side, tipped across, still alive, and we got an illegal hit on Becca Greenlaw, double hit as he tried to clear the net. 6-0 lead. Ellie Smith serve, played to the far side, now bumped across by Davey. Set to the middle, and there's another kill. That's a nice hit from Jess Holbrook, and it's 7-0. I'll tell you, Victory started off a little slow in game 1, but since about the midway point of game 1, it's been full on. 7-0, the lead for Victory Christian. Timeout to Grace. Back here in just a moment. So the serve is an ace, and an 8-0 lead now for Victory Christian. Ellie Smith to serve here. Now sent across by Wilson. Set to the outside. Dumped over there by Knapp. And it's 9-0.
I tell you, Victory's focused on this match, or this game.
They are at that. And there's the first service error of the game for Victory Christian from Ellie Smith, but she served the first 9 points consecutively. It's 9-1 Victory. As McKinley Edmondson to serve for Grace, and that's out of bounds. So 10-1 Victory.
Coming in for Victory, number 6. That would be Taylor Cross. And number 12, Leighton Hubert.
And Taylor will serve here. Her team up 10-1 here in game 2. They already won game 1. That hits the net. And 10-2 now the lead.
Back in the game, Madison Bailey. That would be for Victory.
So Lauren Klepper to serve for Grace. The lefty lets it fly, and an ace makes it 10-3. Now, if we've seen anything in this tournament, it's teams make comebacks. That seems to be the theme of this tournament. Left side, wow. That's just hammered by Leighton Huber, and it's 11-3.
Coming in for Victory, number 2, Michaela Huber. Yes, when you hit that magical 24, it stops being magical.
Yeah, it's something funny about that, too, especially in this tournament. Everybody gets a 24, and it seems like it's next to impossible to get 25. That's out of bounds on the serve. Make it 11-4.
Coming in for Grace, Jamie Ostendarp.
Serve coming up now from Ostendarp. Back down and hit into the net by Madison Bailey, and it's 11-5. So again, Ostendarp to serve. Played up front. Smith, far side. Sent across by Knapp. Dumped over by Moldenauer up front. Tipped across. Wow, what a save by Davey. Back to the near side and a kill for Michaela Huber. And it's 12-5.
Coming in for Victory, number 14, Alex Seymour.
And
Alexa, should I say.
She will serve here. No, I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now, but I was walking downstairs earlier looking at all those pictures of everybody who've played at the NACA tournament. There's an ace from Alexa, and there's an impressive list.
Yes.
If we go down and look at that, just a wall of people that have played here, there's some really interesting names on that list. Served by Seymour. Outside, that's out of bounds on the hit from Moldenauer. And it's now a 14-5 lead. Serve played now up front by Wilson. Smith, near side, that's hit out of bounds by Michaela Huber. It's 14-6.
Coming in for Victory, number 13, Debbie Key, and for Grace, number 7, McKinley Edmondson.
Jordan Davies set the serve. Jump serve. Played now up front. That hit out of bounds by Huber. Now 14-7. And serve rattled a little bit and shot across the net by Debbie Key. Outside, Edmondson with the kill, and it's 14-8.
That was a great save there by Victory at first, and then no doubt disappointing to lose that point.
Serve goes into the net. So 15-8 the lead for Victory as back in comes Jess Holbrook.
Coming in for the Grace Lions, number 1, Kelsey West. Coming in for Victory, number 1, Madison Bailey. Back in for Grace, I believe that was Ostendarp that came back.
Return back into the net, so now 15-10 the lead for Victory. Grace starting to slowly inch their way back into this game. They get a couple points here, a couple points there. It's tracked down, now bumped across by Debbie Key. Up front, sent over by Klepper. Now Victory with it. Bumped over by Michaela Huber. Up front, that's blocked by Holbrook. Now tip across. Sent back over by Klepper. In the middle. Bumped over by Holbrook again. Set for Holbrook and a kill. They finally got it rotated around enough and Holbrook could get a hit on it. It's 16-10 Victory.
Kayla Paulwicki coming in for Victory.
So Kayla will serve here. Tipped across in the middle. Holbrook, and she'll score again. Another kill for Jess, and 17-10. Yeah, after this game, we're going to have to go get bracket changes to even find out who's playing. Serve from Paulicki. Set to the outside. Edmondson fires. Still free on the floor. Now dumped over by Key. And hit from Moldenauer. Up front, hit into the net by Ellie Smith. And it's 17-11. Serve here from Allison Moldenauer. And an illegal hit on Madison Bailey. 17-12 now the lead for Victory. Serve played up front, put across by Carlson. Good hit on the play by Austin Dart. That hit out of bounds by Gabby Carlson. It's 17-13.
Making a comeback here.
This serve is an ace, and it's 17-14. Well, it's starting to slip away for Victory. Serve from Moldenauer. Now bumped across, and that is out of bounds. It didn't clear the net on the inside of the antenna, and we have a timeout to Victory Christian. Well, a good comeback from Grace. 17-15 Victory. We'll be back here in just a moment. Out of the timeout, Allison Moldenauer to serve for Grace. They trail at 17-15 here in Game 2. Victory Christian already took Game 1 of this best-of-3 match. That's in the near side. This set across and down by Gabby Carlson, and it's 18-15. Lauren Knapp will return for Victory. Now, Ellie Smith will get set to serve. If you remember back to the beginning portion of this game, Ellie Smith served 9 consecutive points to start the game. It was a 9-1 lead at one point. Now it's 18-15. Set across, now tip back over, and Grace will hit it into the net, and it's now a 19-15 victory. Again, Ellie Smith to serve. That comes back. Put across by Edmondson. Holbrook in the middle. And another kill for Jess makes it 20-15.
I thought Jess was about to power hit that one and just barely tapped it.
Right. It's a timeout here to Grace, 20-15, the lead for Victory. Game 3 of our day. I believe we have 8 games today, so we still have, was it 7? Hold on a minute. I'll find out. So we're 3 in. We've got another, we have games at 1, 2:20, and 3:40. this afternoon. And then there's a break, and we have night games tonight. And when we talk about night games, we mean it. 8 and 9:30.
We're using the toothpicks to watch the last one.
Yeah.
Prop the eyelids open. My brother calls me the young old man.
The young old man.
I like to go to bed when the sun goes down and get up when the sun comes up.
Serve here. Played a little deeper that time. Now bumped across by Davey. Set to the outside. Good return on that play. Back to the near side for Gabby Carlson. She gets another kill, and it's 21-15.
Come to think of it, he hasn't called me the young old man in a long time.
Just old?
He just started calling me old. I guess I hadn't realized that till right now.
The serve from Ellie Smith. Played now to Edmondson, who puts it across for Grace. Back in the middle, Holbrook, and she hammers another one home, and it's 22-15. Ellie Smith's serve. Played back up front. Now Smith will tip it over. Good set to the outside. That partially deflected as Lauren Knapp tried to let one fly, and it's 23-15 as it still fell in, so 2 points away from victory advancing. And again, Ellie Smith serve. Austin Dart. Good dig in that back line by Paulicki. And sent over by Bailey. And now Grace will bump it across in the hands of Edmondson. Holbrook in the middle, tips it in on the near side, and it's 24-15, and now match point for Victory Christian. So match point, Ellie Smith to serve. Now front, bumped across there. Bailey to the near side, got hit into the net by Gabby Carlson. 24-16, still match point. McKinley Edmondson to serve. And it's set to the outside for Holbrook. Played by Edmondson, now dump back across. Near side, that was Carlson. Now Davey, that was partially deflected. And sent back deep. In the middle, bumped across there by Klepper. Outside Knapp, and that'll do it. Lauren Knapp with the kill. 25-16 is the win in Game 2. So Victory takes it 25-17.